dedication he's put in to play this position. You know, last year he wasn't able to play receiver, so I'm just excited for him to go out there and play. He's a great person, great football player. He comes from a great family. I'm excited to see what he does tonight.
And we're going to see him in just moments because the Wolves will get the ball first. The Coyotes set the kick from their own 40, as is always the case, and over-end kick, and we're underway here on KSAT's big game coverage. Returnable kick, 25-30 across the 30, still on his feet near the 40-yard line. Jalen Morrow, a senior safety who handles kickoff duties with a good return and a good start for these Davenport Wolves. Coming to tonight's ball game, 7-1 overall, 4-0 in district play. The only loss to undefeated Piper. So the Wolves enjoying a fantastic season. By the way, that loss to Piper, evening that series up at 2 apiece. Both schools young, but both schools really getting after it. Sokup rolling left on 1st and 10. Looking that way, lets it go. Pass complete, cross the 40 as the Wolves are in to Uvalde territory.
Starting off fast. I like it.
Caden Scott on the receiving end. He's number 18, junior receiver. And just like that, at the 35. Movement.
Who they got first?
And I think Frank's right, but we'll wait the official call. Yep. Offensively for Davenport, it's not just Sokup. They have a talented running back who wears number 12, junior, named Barrett Fallon. Look for him to get the ball a lot. Not on this play, though. RPO, Sokup keeps. Good decision.
Ooh.
Dancing across the 15 to the 10. Daniel Sokup's got a touchdown less than a minute
now.
into the ball game.
That's what I like to see. I love it. I'm a little biased, but I like that, though.
He read it well, Frank.
He did. There you go.
And then once he got down that crease in the middle of the field, bounced it outside, and there was no catching him.
No catching him. Great read by him.
Extra point. Good. 11:14 to go, 7-0. We're back after this right here on the KSAT Big Game coverage. Davenport striking early. Look at Coach J.D. Zimmerhansel, his 3rd year officially here with the Davenport Wolves. They've been playing football for 4 years, but that first year was kind of an outlaw type schedule. Doesn't really count as far as Davenport is concerned. And so through 3 years, Coach Zimmerhansel 26-7 here at Davenport. That includes a run to the state semifinals last year. Young program that's already accomplished so much. And tonight just went 60 yards on 2 plays, including a 35-yard touchdown from all-everything quarterback Daniel Sokup. Ashton Mercer to kick us off. Good kick, also end over end.
You gotta call it
Taking
out,
it to
man.
goal line. 15, if even that. Alberto de la Garza, the return.
All right, let's go, Uvalde. We need some momentum right here.
So the Coyotes come out for their first drive of the ball game. They're going to start at their own 14-yard line, and this is kind of the nightmare situation, Frank, because if you're Uvalde and you're fighting an uphill battle, 2-5 coming into this ball game, trying to break a 5-game losing streak against this Davenport squad, the last thing you need is tough field goal position to start, and that's what they're facing.
No
On
doubt.
first down, the direct snap. It's to Rocky Duran, the sophomore running back. Duriano Yalungiman, who's really come on for the Coyotes. They're going to give him 1 for 2nd and 9.
From the looks of it, looks like Davenport is saying our cornerbacks are better than your receivers. We're going to man them up, put everybody in the box, play one-on-one on the outside. That's what it looks like right now. We'll see if Uvalde attacks it.
A couple of receivers here to our side. They put Duran in motion, but whistles. See what the penalty is for. The official call is. Uvalde continues to go back. Looked like they had Abraham L. behind center in that shotgun formation on this next play. Interesting, he's also listed as a running back. So their first two plays from scrimmage, a couple of running backs behind center. On the depth chart, their quarterback is Matt Blanco. Nice push there past the original line of scrimmage, it looked like. Maybe back to the original line of scrimmage and past where the possession started. To bring up second down, they're going to spot the ball at the, let's call it the 14-yard line. Well, let's not spot it there.
Yep, go back again.
I didn't even see the flag.
I didn't either.
I'm ready for them to break the huddle, and I see the official talking. I hear him talking. Like,
Yeah,
okay, here we go. So now they're at the 5.
All right, let's go now, Uvalde.
They need to get to the 24. Quick math, 2nd and 19. And I did that without looking at the scoreboard, Frank.
That was great, man.
You know?
I would have had to use my calculator.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. They got to throw the ball.
Math that even our director, Michael Libby, would be proud of.
Oh,
I
gosh.
think. Fumble in the snap.
Oh, gosh.
It's loose, and I think Davenport might have gotten it. They did. Touchdown, Wolves.
Davenport got it. I thought it was a safety. That's crazy.
Abraham L. back there again, taking the deep snap.
Yeah.
And again, he's listed as a running back. Where's number 21? Little bit of a high snap, went through his hands.
I don't know. I don't think that was a high snap. I think he got to catch that one.
Either way you slice it, a Davenport touchdown defensively.
Quick touchdown.
So we're not even 3 minutes into the game, little more than 2.5 actually. And the Wolves an extra point away from making this a 14-0 ball game. Mercer on for his second extra point. Snap, hold, kick, whistles.
Wind players, raise your hand if you can hear my voice, please. 77 open. I'm going to come 5 yards. Reach on. I'm about to start moving.
All right, so false start
Up. So just be prepared for that. I'm going to 1 yard.
on the Wolves.
I think that kicker actually wants to move back some. He's booting it, so I don't think that phases him one bit.
Get a little workout.
Goodness, I mean, he is striking it.
Ashton Mercer again. Junior kicker. No matter. 14-0, 9:38 remaining here at Davenport High School. The Wolves up early on Uvalde. We're back after this right here on KSAT's Big Game coverage. Another look at how we went from 7-0 to 14-0. Uvalde in its own end zone, fumbled snap, recovered by Parker Bless. He wears number 6. And the senior linebacker able to recover under that pile, make it 13-0. Here we are 14-0 after the extra point. We still have 9:38 remaining in the opening quarter. And already Ashton Mercer set for his second kickoff following his second extra point. Mentioned that'd be a tough go of it for Uvalde. Came in 2-5, Davenport 7-1 on opposite ends of district play. Across the 20. Not much beyond that. Zach Velasquez, the kick return. Make that Isaac Longoria 16, not 19. My apologies. Isaac getting him out to past the 20-yard line. And so the Coyotes will start their second possession at right around their own 22-yard line. The Uvalde squad that opened the season with wins against Carrizo Springs and win from Eagle Pass. 13-8 against the Wildcats and then 27-13 against Wynn. Since then, 5 straight losses. We'll get into that here shortly. Handoff on 1st and 10.
Tough
And so
run.
the two, I was going to say, Frank, the two men who took opening snaps on that first possession, Rocky Duran and Abraham L., both touching the ball on that play. Duran getting the snap, and then L with the carry. It's a pickup of 8. Looks like it's Al who's in that shotgun formation. He keeps, runs across.
They're playing old school ball, just running the ball. I mean,
Yep.
Davenport's deepest guy is 7 yards from the line of scrimmage. Uvalde says, I'm just going to play old school ball and just run it down your throat.
Well, if you go according to their depth chart, they're running everything out of a Wildcat type formation.
That's
because
exactly what they're doing.
Yeah, because their quarterback listed is number 1, Matt Blanco. He has yet to take a snap. And so the running backs listed are on the starting depth chart are Abraham L. and Derek De La Cruz. Now, we haven't seen De La Cruz get a carry yet just yet, but L taking the majority of snaps from that shotgun position.
Oh,
Here he is
man.
again. Penalty markers. First and 15 following the penalty on the Coyotes at their own 31. Again, it's Al, shotgun. End around.
Ooh.
Not much there, maybe to the 35. We'll see where they spot the ball short of the 35, maybe to right around the 33. It's DeVere Willis who gets the carry. DeVere, young man who they also use in the passing game quite a bit.
That's what they got to start doing. They got to start passing the ball here pretty soon. They're running the ball, just killing the clock. So they got to get some points on the board pretty quickly. Like I said, Davenport is literally daring to throw the ball. Keep his guys 6 to 7 yards.
Peyton Yankee, the stop for the Wolves. Pitch.
Got to have more space right there if you want to do an option.
Looking at Ryan Barron.
Yeah, they got some more distance between them if they're going to do an option to make the guy decide which one he's going to go to. He literally split both.
And it looks like it was Rocky Duran this time on the pitch, so it looks like he took this last play from Simmons. And now number 1 making his way onto the field. That's the quarterback, Matt Blanco.
All right, Matt, let's see what we got, baby.
So he was making his way onto the field, but kind of favoring his right leg a little bit, it looked like. Penalty markers.
12 men on the field.
So 3rd and 20, and it is now Matt Blanco. Here he is. His first snap goes deep.
Matt Blanco with the shot. I like it, though. That's
And nearly caught by
didn't throw a
Alberto
flag?
de la Garza. No penalty. I think Alberto looking for one as well.
I thought that might have been a flag right there. I like the aggressiveness right there. Put Matt Blanco in the game. I like Matt Blanco already. Be aggressive. They're going for it. They're going for it.
But the offense still on the field.
I hope I'm wrong.
Here's the interesting thing. Okay, now they both say 4th down. I was going to say the scoreboard still had 3rd. So do they still know something?
What, they
we
threw a
don't?
flag?
They did throw the flag.
I seen a hat, but I didn't see a flag. Though.
I didn't see the flag either.
I seen a hat, but I didn't know what was going on.
So it's 1st down. Must have been pass interference.
Had to have been. See, the ref threw his hat down. Maybe he doesn't have a flag. I don't know. Is that a new thing now?
That snuck past all of us. We didn't see a flag.
I've been done with high school for a while. If we don't use flags no more in high school, we just throw our hats.
No flags, no official call, official announcement, no nothing.
Uh-oh.
Coming on this side, it's Jared Martinez, his first carry. Brought down behind the line of scrimmage. Several Wolves there to converge. It's a loss of 3. Back at their own 38-yard line.
I want to see Matt get the ball again. Throw a far one.
Well, interestingly enough, he did not take that last snap.
That's what I'm saying. I'm trying to figure out what the game plan is here. I'm kind of confused right now, trying to see what's going on.
What's interesting is when he came back on the field, it looked like he was hobbling a little bit.
Yeah.
So the first thing I thought was, okay, injury, and maybe he's going to give it a go. Maybe that's what's going on here.
Maybe that makes a lot of sense then, because he's not in right now. They keep doing direct snap to the running back.
Abraham L., that very running back who just took the snap. For the second straight time, Uvalde loses 3 yards on a play. 3rd and 16.
Oh, yeah, here he goes. He's definitely limping.
Yeah, he's favoring. It looks like that right leg
Probably has an ankle injury, looks like.
is what he's favoring. But Blanco's back in there.
Come on,
Matt,
Blanco.
senior quarterback. Shotgun, a back to each side of him.
I'm rooting for him. Throw another one.
Looking left, looking right. Now airs it out right. 2 passes, 2 bombs.
Another flag.
And another 2 flags.
Oh, that is hilarious. Matt Blanco, I like it, buddy. Leave him in the game.
Looking for Jordan Castillo.
I mean, he dropped back. He looked right. He went left and threw it back right. Great protection by the whole line, I will say that.
Well, if you're Uvalde, just make that your game plan.
Yeah,
Let
literally.
him sit back and throw bombs
Come
all
on.
game long.
That's why I should leave him in the game. Do it again right here.
That's been your most effective source of yardage.
Is he in?
No, he's back out.
Oh, man. Now we're doing like a wing T. Okay. Uh-oh.
Jared Martinez, number 2,
It's a
the
trick.
deepest man back. He gets a direct snap, cross midfield.
Yeah, I don't know what that was. Put Matt Blanco in. I'm a Blanco fan.
Well, you know what's interesting? They're going to give him 4, by the way, for Martinez on that carry. So 2nd and 6 to the 46 of Davenport. You know what's interesting, Frank, is if not for penalties, they've actually moved the ball decently well on this drive in terms of your run yardage, and you got to believe that's their best bet in terms of keeping the Davenport offense off the field.
That's what I think they're trying to do, too, is try to play keep away. They know this Davenport offense is very electric, and they can score at will. So they're running the ball, they'll keep the clock running, kind of play keep away. I think that's what their game plan is, honestly.
Abraham L. taking the snap. Give him 4 more. So Uvalde with 3rd and 2 at the Davenport 42. We go under 3.5 in the opening quarter. Uvalde striking quickly with 2 touchdowns in the first
They just ran the same
2.5
play 3
minutes
times in a row.
And they got the first down on this 3rd one.
That was the same exact thing 3 times in a row.
Jared Martinez again. A junior listed as a defensive lineman as his primary position on the roster.
What?
Uvalde pulling out all the stops tonight.
Oh, man. I like it, though.
Their starting lineup includes receivers Devere Willis, who's gotten a touch, Diego Granados, and Christopher Rodriguez. 1st and 10. Wing T looking formation again. Martinez direct snap again.
Goodness.
Martinez with a good push. Near the 30 by the time he's done. I think they're going to mark it down to the 32.
Ground. I'm going to put the ball down and play pound the football down your throat, and that's exactly what they're doing. They're just lining up behind their guys, and they're just saying we're more physical and we're tougher than you guys. We're going to just run the ball.
It was Jared Martinez again. The running backs per the starting lineup, Abraham L., who you've seen plenty of, Derek de la Cruz, also a lineman. One of the tailbacks, I should say. We'll get to the offensive line after this play.
Uh-oh.
2nd and 3 following that gain of 7. Martinez again. If it ain't broke, Frank.
Oh, my goodness.
If it ain't broke.
Yeah, I mean, it's 3rd and 1 now. I mean, it's working at some point, especially right now in this drive. It's giving them positive yards, keeping the clock running, keeping the ball away from this Davenport offense. I'm going to just say stick to it.
On the offensive line, Darian Navarro, he's number 58, the left tackle. Adam Barbosa, number 66, the guard over there. The center is Ezra Dominguez, number 79. Other guard is Jose Hurtado, number 54. Tackle next to him, Jackson Parker, number 67. 3rd and 1. Uvalde looking for another first down on a possession that's been pretty good for him thus far. Martinez, no, make it Abraham L. First down for the Coyotes.
I know this is working for him. I'm a Blanco fan. Put him in the game. Tell him to throw a shot. Let's see what we got.
That's the quarterback in you, Frank. That's the quarterback in you
I know.
coming out. They moved it effectively on the ground, but you want to see the pass.
I know.
You want to see the pass.
I mean, Davenport is anticipating run. If they, even with this formation that they're in right now, if they just do like a pop pass, it'll be wide open. Only thing they're thinking about is running the ball. These safeties are just triggering so hard with the run.
They're at the Davenport 27, same formation again. They put Ryan Barron in motion. Again, Martinez up the middle. This time he's busting loose. Across the 5, Martinez carrying
Touchdown. Give it to
defenders
him.
for a Uvalde touchdown.
I like it. Exact same play, everybody to the right, and they went left this time. That was perfect. I like that.
Jared Martinez going 27 yards, taking would-be tacklers with him, and just like that with 40. I say just like that. It took a while there. They didn't give the ball up for 8 minutes. But all of a sudden, we've got a 14-6 ball game with the extra point to come. DeVere Willis on to attempt. Here we go again. Kick is it's the bar and it's no good.
Extra point is no good. But you score Wolves 14, Coyotes 6.
We got a break coming in 40 seconds. Let's keep it right here because the end of the first quarter is right around, well, it's right around the corner, if you will. But that's a heck of an answer, Frank. After Uvalde came out and hit him with 2 big roundhouses, that's a nice response for the Coyotes.
That was great to see. They just kept wearing them down with the run game. Did some misdirection. That last play got in the end zone. Curious to see what they're going to do next drive. They're going to still do that or try to do something else.
For the Wolves, 1 Singletary, 16 more. On the kick, 3 Willis.
So the Coyotes here set to kick off. DeVere Willis on to do the honors. Goes through the back of the end zone, and Davenport will start at its own 25. Now, Daniel Soka coming, making his way back on the field. As we show the viewers at home, Daniel and the man sitting next to my right, Frank Harris, who've known each other for quite a bit. And Frank, when you look at having known Daniel through the years, I know you're proud of the player that he's not only becoming, but also has already become to this point.
No doubt. It's exciting to see. Like I said, he was like a little brother to me. And I was, maybe 13 years old, 12 years old, and he was much younger than I was. And just seeing him grow and his progress, he's been, right there every step of the way from my career, seeing me grow since, high school to college, and then now the roles have flipped. Now that I'm done playing, it's just the right way to do it, and I'm a fan of his, and I'm excited to see what he does and his future for sure.
On 1st and 10, Barrett Fallon on his first carry picks up 9. 2nd and 1 on what should be the last play of the opening quarter. The play clock at 15. The game clock's at 10, but Davenport's going to snap it. Sokup looking left, now going right.
Get the first. Get down. There
Slides after he gets that first down.
He a baseball player. See, I can never slide, so I never could do that.
As if Frank was in his ear. Did exactly what Mr. Harris recommended. We're at the end of one right here on KSAT's Big Game coverage. Uvalde, nice response. We go to the second quarter. Davenport 14-6. We're back after this from Davenport High School. Welcome you back to KSAT's big game coverage from Davenport High School. North San Antonio outside 1604. Kind of between 281 and 35. One of the several new schools added to the Comal ISD over the last several years. Piper High School, another one. Joining the ranks of Smithson Valley, New Braunfels Canyon, and Canyon Lake, which itself is not too old. One of these teams enjoying great success here in 2024. Give up the middle. Nice gain across the 45. Again, it's Fallon. Second carry of the ball game. Fallon, a young man who came in with more than 1,300 yards rushing on the season. 17 touchdowns.
Man covers down here to the boundary. We got timeout.
Uvalde wants to talk it over. In looking at these Davenport Wolves, started the season with a 32-15 victory against San Antonio Veterans Memorial. Following week, they went to Kerrville-Tybee, beat the Antlers 52-34. Next week was a biggie against Piper. Now, early in that ball game, Davenport lost both Daniel Sokup and Barrett Fallon to injury, and the Warriors were able to run away with that one 42-7.
Ooh.
Following week, Davenport bounced back with a 35-10 win against Del Rio. Beat Pleasanton 49-13 the following week. Then they beat up on Kennedy 77-15. That's San Antonio's Kennedy. After that, they beat Fredericksburg 35-17. And then most recently, a 55-14 win against Somerset, bringing them here. So interesting thing about Davenport also, Frank, is their bye is going to come the final week of the regular season.
Good.
So they're going to get an extra week before the playoffs start. Sokup, RPO, he hands to Fallon, cross midfield. Fallon on his feet, run out of bounds, but not until he crosses the 40 of Uvalde.
Fallon on the carry, first up by 12, Padilla. The play is good for a Gilbert Automotive first down.
Quick snap. Sokup keeps, looking through the air, lets it go. First catch of the ball game for Dante Singletary, senior
Jump pass.
wideout.
I like it.
That's his 26th catch of the season for Dante. 514 receiving yards coming in. He scored 6 times. First and 10 now at the 26. Sokup again back. Fallon running over defenders for another Wolves first down.
That was a great read right there. Just take what the defense gives you. Not be greedy.
And again, the Wolves going at a quick pace. On first and 10 at the 12. The give up the middle and scooting across the 5-yard line. Touchdown for Mason Falco.
Here we go.
Doesn't take them long, Frank.
Not at all. That's why I think Uvalde trying to play keep away on offense because they know how quick Davenport can score the ball.
Extra point for Ashton Mercer. It's good. Davenport, a 21-6 lead here early in the second quarter. You're watching KSAT's big game coverage. KSAT's big game coverage featuring the Davenport Wolves, one of the better teams in all of Greater San Antonio, and showing it in the early goings. And the Coyotes from Uvalde. Davenport coming in 7-1, 4-0 in district play, and showing you why they've had such success in the early going. Taking a 21-6 lead against the Uvalde squad that also competes in District 14 4A. Division 1. Coyotes looking to snap a 5-game losing streak after they won their first 2 ball games. They're about to get the ball back off the foot of Ashton Mercer. That's assuming no shenanigans here. Mercer, deep kick. Handled it right around the 7.
Uh-oh. I mean, they have nobody blocking for him.
Across the 15, yep. Not much of a wall there.
All right. Let's see what we do on offense here. So let's play keep away again. Man, it was working. So let's see if they stay doing that little formation that they're in and direct snapping it to the running back.
Isaac Longoria, the kick return. Hayden Turner, the special team stop. Frank mentioning, let's see what this Uvalde offense has in store for us. Well, they snapped it to just about everybody but the quarterback.
No, seriously.
And that's why we're in for a bit of a roller coaster here. Direct snap, it looks like, coming to Abraham L. Listed as a running back. Takes it, comes left, gains a couple. They got him at the 22. Looks like the 21, actually. The scoreboard says that, well, they changed it now. The 21. Call it a pickup of 4.
I want them to do it so bad. Do like a little pop pass with the running back.
There we go. That's all that's missing.
I mean, it's what I mean. Everyone is expecting him to run the ball. He'd be wide open.
2nd and 6. Again, the play in which they put Ryan Barron, or the formation at least, where they put Ryan Barron in motion. Bodies flying after the fact.
Rocky Duran, short gain. 3rd down.
Rocky Duran, the ball carrier. 3rd and 4. They're at the 23. Quarterback check, it's Abraham L. L keeps right. It looked for a second there like the opening was going to be big enough to get him to that 1st down marker. I think he's just short, though.
They're going to go for it.
It's either 4th and a long 2 or 4th and 1 officially. Officially 4th and 1. But at their own 26, their offense still on the field. You like this call?
I do. You got to be aggressive. They know they get the ball back to Davenport. I mean, they'll score regardless if they're on their side or the other side.
Quarterback under center. There's the push.
That's 1st down.
And they got it.
I'll be honest, that's impressive. He went under center as a running back and got the snap like that on 4th down to do a quarterback sneak. It's actually impressive. I fumbled plenty of them.
I believe that was 21, which would be Abraham L., as opposed to Rocky Duran, who's 25.
Yes, sir.
Who took that snap from right underneath the center. And now Jared Martinez, number 2, another listed. Actually, he's not even listed as a running back. He's listed as a defensive tackle. He's now in there to take the snap.
Oh, man. Regardless, put Blanco in.
At the 28 of Davenport. Again, Barron in motion. Coming across Martinez. He is a load.
Yes, he is.
Martinez on a carry. Gain of 5, 2nd down.
That's the thing. Every time he carries the ball, Frank,
yes,
Martinez is getting 5, 6, 7 yards
doubt.
a pop.
He is definitely getting at least 5 yards every time, so I'd keep giving it to him.
Officially 4 on this one. Looks like a long 4, though, closer to 5. So 2nd and 6 at the 32. Martinez again. There's Barron. This time comes in motion toward us.
Uh-oh.
Actually, they didn't go Martinez. Abraham L., the direct snap.
Met by 32. Tate Broadus. Last on the play makes it 3rd down. Reds fans, 3rd down.
3rd and 8, and this is the situation that troubled them on their first possession. 3rd and longs and penalties. when they got the ball back, they were able to correct it to a certain extent, going on a long drive, taking time off the clock. But they didn't have very many 3rd and longs, if any, on that second drive. 3rd and 8 here.
Oh, there we go.
Looking to pass. Incomplete. They were looking for Ryan Barron, who's been the young man in motion this entire time. Rocky Duran, the pass attempt.
That wasn't necessarily the pop pass I was referring to, but they did something out of it, so they got to honor a little bit. Davenport does, at least next time around.
Well, you figure then Matt Blanco might be to the point where he's not coming back in at all.
I don't think so.
If he was still available, you would imagine he would have been in on that snap.
Yeah, I gotta go give Blanco a prep talk. We need him in this game pretty bad.
Unless he's not available, period.
True.
Unless the trainers have determined that he's done.
What are they gonna block it?
Able to get it off is DeVere Willis. Fair catch at the 39 of Davenport. Barrett Fallon, no, scratch that. 16, not 12. Jalen Morrow handling the punt, and the Wolves will start at their own 39, up 21-6 with 6:24 remaining in the opening half. Davenport, a trip to the state semifinals last year, and a team that when you talk to them throughout the year, not afraid to talk about state. 2 years ago, they went 12-2. Last year, they went 11-4. Fallon.
They just
tackled
brought that
across
corner.
the 45.
That corner just blitzed. That last play right there, I guess because the running back is away, so I guess he was taught to do that, so I don't know what that was.
As Davenport does, they hurry to the line. Quick snap. Sokup coming left. Making moves happen. Quick feet. They're going to mark him down at the 47, so 3rd down. 3rd and 2 officially for the Wolves, although you get the sense this is 4-down territory if they don't get it here. Sokup. Oh! Incomplete. We got a 4th and 2.
Just missed it. It's all good.
He was looking for Adam Elza.
Let's see if Uvalde gets the stop right here. That'd be great momentum for those guys.
So as we mentioned and as we assumed, 4th and 2, they're going.
See what they got.
Sokup with twins to our side. Single receiver up top. Hands to Fallon.
Touchdown.
Good idea. And a whole lot more, Frank. Cross the 30. Barrett Fallon's got a clear path in the end zone. 53 yards and a 27-6 Davenport lead.
Yep.
They just keep coming at you.
They do, no doubt. They score so quickly.
Fallon, as mentioned, a young man who came in with 1,328 yards on the season already. Add that one to the stats. Going to end the night with well over 1,400 yards. Mercer, extra point, 28-6. You're watching KSAT's big game coverage. The Wolves flexing that muscle. We're back after this. 5:32 remaining. First half. The Uvalde Coyotes able to get the ball back here on KSAT's big game coverage. Trying to muster a little of that magic that they had for a good portion of that first quarter, going on a long drive that took right around 7 minutes, going the length of the field, and making it at that point a 14-6 ball game. Since then, just like before that, Davenport's scored 2 straight touchdowns, and so the Wolves setting the foundation for an 8th win here in 2024. Kickoff dies, has to be picked up. It's live pitch, little risky, but some room down the sideline. Across the 40, and easily Uvalde's biggest play from either a special team standpoint, scrimmage, you name it. It's their biggest play of the game, and it has them in Davenport territory.
You got to capitalize off this. That was big. The reverse.
Isaac Longoria has returned a couple of kicks for the Coyotes thus far tonight. Making the most of that one. And he didn't even touch the ball initially. Got it on the pitch.
Yep.
They start at the Davenport 40 with 5:21 remaining. Second quarter.
Uh-oh.
Looks like there was a little confusion. Yeah.
No doubt.
Rocky Duran, the ball carrier, running into Abraham L at one point.
25 Duran.
You know, talking about these Uvalde Coyotes, yes, they've lost 5 in a row. Those 5 looking like this. Hondo got him 39-34. Crystal City beat him 30-25. Fredericksburg got him 23-13. Somerset got him 35-15. And then Uvalde falling by 20 to Canyon Lake at 27-7. Timeout taken by the Coyotes. But here's the thing, of those 5 losses, Frank, and as I just ran down the scores, the first 3 of those 5 that they lost, those 3 losses came by a combined 20 points.
So
they were close.
Games, no doubt.
The last 2, things have gotten away from them a little bit. They've lost the last 2 by 20 points each. So from 20 points combined 3 games to 20 points each the last 2. So, and I think injuries and
No
different
doubt.
things playing a role.
For sure, that plays a role.
But still a team that, you know, will fight you. You know, through 5 games this season,
Scrappy.
they were 2-3, with 3 of those losses again coming by a combined 20 points. So,
No doubt.
not surprised to see them counter there in the first quarter. Looking to do so again here in the second quarter, down 28-6.
Uh-oh.
It looked for a second, perhaps like Duran was looking to maybe throw.
I think so, too.
25 Duran on the carry. Tackled by 99, Christopher Aguilar. Loss on the play. Makes it 3rd and long.
So 3rd and 13 for the Coyotes at the Davenport 43. And guess who's back on the field? Matt Blanco.
Oh, my man, Matt Blanco.
He's number 1 in on 3rd and 13.
I'm his #1 fan.
And
Come
he's
on,
in
Blanco.
shotgun behind the center. Here he is. Will he throw another bomb?
He can't move.
Oh,
Yeah,
yep.
he's definitely hurt.
Nowhere to go.
Yeah, he's hurting.
Marcus Arvidsson,
Davenport lost by 46. Marcus Arvidsson.
the sack.
Coyotes.
And that's the thing. So you're absolutely right, Frank, in that he can't move. He had some time initially back there,
Yeah,
but
he's in pain.
he could not get himself into space.
Willis, D for the red 16, Jalen Moore.
So the Coyotes at their own 49 now, unable to capitalize on an outstanding kickoff return. 4th and 22. Punting unit is on. A little bit of a low snap, but DeVere Willis able to get it off. And the Coyotes able to kill it right around the 6-yard line. That's where Davenport will start with 2:50 remaining before the intermission.
Willis' punt is down at the 6-yard line where the Bears will take over 1st and 10.
All right, see they go 95 yards.
First down's a give to Barrett Fallon.
It's getting close for the little Daniel to pull the ball. I think he's going to pull it here pretty soon.
Gain of 1, second down.
Starting this series at their own 6. Sokup coming left. Lets it go that way. Pass complete. Falcone taking a shot.
Circus pass complete to 3.
Once he caught it.
Falcone.
Just shy of the first down. So 3rd and 1
Short around the game, 3rd and 1 race.
at the 15.
There he goes.
Sokup keeps.
That's what I wanted to see.
First down across the 20 near the 25.
Second down to carry.
Great read.
Second down 5. Barrett. That plays
On that offensive line, Luke Lindley, number 76, a big junior. Andrew Willis, senior. He's the center.
Throw the ball away.
Nope. Yep, incomplete.
Yeah.
I was going to say nope. He was able to come back down with
That
it.
was a bad decision.
Was Dante Singletary, but
makes it 2nd and 10.
that ball falling to the turf.
Yeah, that was a bad decision. Should have threw the ball away right there. Definitely going to tell him.
Yeah,
about that
Sokup
one.
trying to make something happen there as he neared the sideline.
Yeah, too many white jerseys right there, though. Anything thrown across your body,
Brings up 2nd and 10.
just throw it away.
Left guard is Landon Sawyer. He's a senior. Wears number 71 for Davenport. Fallon gets to carry. Scratch that. Falcone,
Brought down by 60.
the ball carrier.
Randall's short game, 3rd down.
That gain of 2 means 3rd and 8. And for, I believe, the first time tonight, the Wolves with a 3rd and long. Under a minute and a half to go before the half. Sokup deep. Singletary. Just overthrows Dante.
Pass intended for 1, Singletary.
4th down. See what they do.
Makes it 4th down Woods.
Dante, the senior receiver, leader easily in yards for these Wolves. 514 coming in. He's got the 1 catch tonight. 6 scores, 26 catches for the season. Right there with him in terms of receptions is Mason Falcone. Came in with 26, and I believe Mason's got the 1 catch, the one we just saw for the game. So he's at 27. Yardage-wise, he came in at right around 148, so just over 150 now with that last catch for the season. Davenport's first punt of the game comes with 1:18 remaining in the second quarter. Takes a Wolves bounce all the way inside the 20-yard line.
Definitely. That was nice.
And that's where Uvalde will start. Now, here's the thing about having their offense, Frank. 108. Basically, you just do what you do, right? Like, you're not thinking, hey, let's hurry up and try to get a score. You're still you, right? Like, if you happen to break it, then great. But
I don't know.
What do you do in this instance?
That's a great question. I mean, their quarterback is hurt. You can tell he's hobbling. With him not in the game, Davenport knows for the most part they're going to run the ball. So it kind of they're one-dimensional right now. I wish he wasn't hurt so he can go out there and kind of keep them on edge. I think they're going to kneel the ball and go into halftime.
They're at the 20. Bunch formation.
Or not.
Well, a little bit of a trickeration.
Yeah, we got this.
Devere
call.
Willis.
Yeah. I mean,
Looked like they were about ready to take a knee, and then you see Willis sprinting out to the left.
yeah. Trying to just trick them real quick, see if that would have got a good pop out of it, got some good yards, and then see what they could have done. But didn't work, I don't think, how they wanted it to.
The game clock now going under 40 seconds, so this should be the final play of the first half. The snap is to Rocky Dudon, comes left. Rocky about 3-4 yards depending on the spot. I think it's going to be academic because I think from here we're headed into the locker room.
No doubt. I think we are too.
And that is how the first half ends. Uvalde hanging around, but it's Davenport off the heels of several big plays who takes a 28-6 lead into the locker room, looking to go to 8-1 on the regular season and stay undefeated in District 14 4A Division 1. Halftime is next right here on KSAT's Big Game coverage. We're back after this. Welcome you back to Davenport High School as the KSAT Big Game coverage goes into half number 2. Let's take a look at how we got here. A game in which Davenport leads 28-6, and the Wolves started very early. Second play from scrimmage. Their all-everything quarterback, Daniel Sokup, took off 35 yards. And just like that, with 11-14 still remaining in the first quarter, the Wolves had a 7-0 lead, but they were just getting started because defensively, they then registered a huge play. Parker Bless, he wears number 6 for the Wolves, recovering a fumble in the end zone, made it 14-0. Now Uvalde not going away, some injuries at quarterback forcing them to play Rocky Duran and Abraham L. at quarterback spots. Jared Martinez has also gotten some snaps as well. And after they moved the ball down the field using those three the majority of the time, it was Jared Martinez who went in from 27 yards to make it a 14-6 game after the field extra point. Since then, it's been all Uvalde again. They've countered with 2 touchdowns, a Barrett Fallon touchdown, as well as a Mason Falcone touchdown to make it 28-6. Falcone scoring first, Fallon then scoring to get us to where we are now at 28-6. In case you're just joining us, the one and only Frank Harris alongside. And Frank, we've talked throughout the first half about how good this Davenport offense is. Talked about your relationship specifically with Wolves quarterback Daniel Sokup, having known him for several years now. And it's been a good overall performance for Davenport. Now Uvalde's going to get the ball first here to start the second half. But your thoughts here on what you saw in those first 24 minutes?
Yeah, you could definitely tell that Uvalde is dealing with some injuries there. They're having to change the offense around, and that's definitely affected them. But I'm excited to see what they do this half. See what adjustment they actually come out with a new formation already. So I'm excited what Uvalde does, and Davenport's doing well offensively. They can score at will, and I'm excited to see where the game ends.
Abraham L. taking that snap from that shotgun formation. We talked about Al and Duran and Jared Martinez taking those snaps. One of the quarterbacks, Matt Blanco, for Uvalde, he was slated as the quarterback on the depth chart, but he's really been unable to go tonight, dealing with his own injuries. And it's a Uvalde squad that, for the most part, has had to fight the injury bug throughout the better part of the season. Jet Flores, their quarterback to start the year. There's a pass. Is that a live ball? Nope. It looks like it was right down the line. I thought maybe that's behind the line of scrimmage or behind the receiver. And just recapping that thought on Jet Flores, he got hurt in their second game, a win against Carrizo Springs. But since then, having to go with Matt Blanco and kind of
he's in the game, Blanco.
Quarterback by committee. Speaking of, right on cue, he's coming in on second down and 15.
He's limping.
He wears number 1, does Matt. Senior. Single receiver to each side. He's flanked by 2 backs. Back to pass. Lets it go. That's what he does, Frank.
Ooh.
He played 3 snaps in the first half. 2 of them, the first 2, threw a long ball, both of them resulting in pass interference penalties on the defense. Third one, he had to take a sack. He had some time but was unable to move back there, and then the pocket eventually collapsed. That is 3rd long pass and a 3rd incompletion. 3rd and 15. 14 seconds in to half number 2. Blanco in again. One of the rare times he's played back-to-back snaps.
Oh,
little jump pass picked! And a free pass to the end zone for Eric Singletary.
Right to him.
Eric Singletary, all-district defensive back for the Wolves. All-state to a certain extent, showing you why there.
Singletary, 20 yards for a pick six touchdown. Davenport. First round for the extra point.
Extra point attempt for Ashton Mercer.
Yeah, Blanco's hobbling. He can't even move in the pocket.
Extra point, up and through. Davenport extends to a 35-6 lead. We're back after this right here on KSAT's Big Game coverage. Second verse, same as the first.
I like that rhyme you just did.
You know, I try. After a first half that saw him dominate, Davenport opens half number 2 with a second defensive touchdown. This one coming off a pick 6 by Eric Singletary. Big play safety for the Wolves, adding to the scoreboard. 35-6, just 22 seconds into the second half. And Ashton Mercer set to kick again. Was out here just minutes ago to open the second half. Line drive kick.
Right there.
It's live. Penalty marker still on his feet across the 15.
Is that a holding call?
Albert De La Garza.
Zero guys on the return. First up at 13. Ramirez, 33. Fullback. Driving the play.
You see the penalty is on Uvalde. It's a holding. Singletary, a young man who came in with 60 tackles. That his third touchdown of the season. Second defensive. Also saw him return a missed field goal for a touchdown. In that aforementioned loss to Piper, their only setback of 2024 thus far, a 42-7 loss to the Warriors right here at Wolf Stadium. Gain of right around 9 for Uvalde on 1st and 10. Abraham L. with 9 to bring up 2nd and 1 at the 24. Looks like it's Duran behind the center in shotgun this time. No, it's L. Takes the snap. First down, and they move the chains.
That's all you got to do. Name of the game right there. Keep the chains moving. No matter how it looks.
Jared Martinez, he wears number 2. He's now into the ball game. Expect him to take quarterback snaps, and there he is, the furthest player in a crowded backfield behind the center. Listed as a defensive lineman. And again, every time he carries the ball,
Yeah.
minimum 4 yards. Got 6 on this one. Actually, let's make it 7. Because 3 yards separate where that down marker is from the first down marker. 2nd and 3 at the 36. This time it's Rocky Duran. Duran a little bit more shifty, not as big, and so he doesn't run straight ahead like Jared Martinez does.
First down.
But still good enough to pick up the first down. All sorts of guys out for Uvalde. Guys who've racked up nice stats throughout the season, but not in the game tonight as Duran comes toward us. give him 2, maybe 3 on that first down carry. You look at their stat line, a guy like Jet Flores, so big in what they do, quarterback, threw for 490 yards before he went out early in the season, had already rushed for 316 more. So they're without him. Blanco's hobbled. Blanco's rushed for 156 yards to a certain extent this season. Those 2 are their 3 top rushers. Rocky Duran up there as well when it comes to rushing yardage. A push here on second down to get to the 45. And with that, their passing game suffering as well. Diego Granados, a receiver who throughout the season has racked up more than 330 yards receiving. Rocky Duran, when he's utilized through the air, more than 150 yards receiving. Third and 4.
This is just so bad.
Jared Martinez.
16 and a carry.
Across the 50. And a new set of downs. They continue to keep the ball moving.
Hey, that's the name of the game right there.
That's what they're doing.
First down, keep the ball away
You
from
know.
Davenport's offense. Keep the chains moving.
I mean, Jared Martinez is a load to bring down. And every time he's touched the ball, he's caused this Uvalde defense problems. They're at the Wolf 49. That's Abraham L. Senior running back come toward us. Following the pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8. We go under 6:45 in quarter number 3 in Uvalde. This very much resembling
Ooh,
the lone
misdirection.
possession as Duran
Ooh.
fakes one way, comes the other.
Oh.
Duran puts on the Jets.
Oh, he fumbled. Ooh, went out of bounds. Went out of bounds.
It does go out of bounds, and so Uvalde will retain possession. They're going to mark it inside the 15 and right around the 13.
I like the misdirection. Let's go. That was exciting.
Boy, see Duran going right. And if not for the blazing speed of Trenton Evans-Williams, Duran's in the end zone, and it's 35-12 with the point after attempt to come. Instead, it's 1st and 10 at the 13. Barron motion. A 4th different player takes a snap.
Hey, they about to get in the end zone.
Malachi Castellano.
I like it.
Malachi becoming yet another Coyote who's taken the snap from behind center, always in shotgun, just about always. He gets 9 on 1st and 10, so they're at the 5 with a 2nd and 1. And right when Duran broke that play, 2 plays ago, I was commenting on how this drive resembles their only scoring drive of the game thus far. Came in the first quarter, took the majority of that period. Barron motion.
Uh-oh.
L coming right. Tackled, but he got the first down, I believe.
You think they gave it to him?
No, actually.
Met for a short gain by 36 Marcus Alvinson.
Spoke too soon. It looked like he got there from here. Instead, they're going to call it 3rd and inches. 3rd and 1 officially.
They'll get there. They'll get in the end zone, too. I'm excited for them.
Well, the key you would think is Jared Martinez.
No, seriously. He's been getting – I mean, he's like Mr. Positive.
And he's not on the field right now.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's Abraham L. And he gets the ball.
Touchdown.
Comes left, and Abraham L. has Uvalde's 2nd touchdown of the night.
That was great to see. Got them down there and got them in the end zone. They got to go for 2.
Yep, their offensive unit still on the field. Looks like there's every intention to go for 2. And it's L again behind center. Coming right this time. Can he get across?
No, I thought he almost had it.
35-12. Uvalde not going away. We're back after this. KSAT's big game coverage. The Davenport Wolves a commanding 35-12 lead, but Uvalde, their 2 touchdowns have come on very impressive-looking drives. Ground and pound football. Haven't taken no for an answer, and on both drives went the majority of the field. The problem is it's been few and far between for them.
No doubt.
That combined with Davenport's big plays.
Yeah, I mean, if they can get a stop here on defense, maybe they'll be back in this game.
And a couple of turnovers to boot. Add it all up, 35-12 with 4:25 remaining in the third quarter. Some room up the sideline to midfield. That's where Brendan Ramirez is met.
Great return.
But not until the kick is returned into Uvalde territory. And that's where Daniel Sokup, Barrett Fallon, and this Uvalde offense take over. 47-yard line of Uvalde. Sokup keeps on the RPO across. Singletary.
Touchdown.
One man to beat. Consider him beat.
He wasn't even running.
47 yards. Bears repeating. They just don't stop coming.
I mean, they just score so quickly. That's why I want to keep away from Uvalde. I get it now. Makes complete sense. That was quick. Very.
Dante's 6th touchdown receiving, 7th make it of the season. He had 6 coming in. Snap, hold, kick. Extra point for Mercer's good. We're back after this. Davenport answers 42-12 right here on KSAT's big game coverage. Davenport striking quickly. One play from scrimmage after Uvalde went the length of the field and took several minutes to score. Davenport not only gets the 6 back, but then gets a 7th point, which Uvalde has not been able to convert either of the points after following their touchdowns. And so with 4:04 to go in the third quarter, the Wolves have increased the lead to 30.
Man, I thought it was some hope right there for Uvalde. They got to go right here and score this drive. Let it go out.
Oh, that ball still.
Oh,
No, what? The officials never blew them. It never got to the goal line.
No.
Oh, boy.
What are the odds the ball just stops? I thought he realized a little bit sooner, too, the ball wasn't going to stop.
You know what, Frank? And it's tough to blame Isaac Longoria in that case. He's the young man returning that kick because at that point, you don't want to touch it at that point, right? Like it's going to roll into the end zone. So why put yourself in that hole?
Yeah, that was one
and
of those iffy situations.
and then when it dies there, well, you have no choice at that point.
Oh man, that was just a crazy. The ball just did something weird right there. I can't even get mad at him for doing that.
Wow,
that's hilarious.
That's one of those. Initially, you go, "What are you doing?" And then we actually sit back and walk through a play in real time. A little bit more nuance to it. On 1st and 10 to push ahead.
Don't tell me that's what I think it is.
Martinez?
Yes. Is that him?
Jared Martinez wears 2.
No, that wasn't him.
I think that was L.
Oh, okay.
Abraham L is 21.
I was about to say Martinez. I mean, He just never Mr. Positive. Positive yards every time he touches the ball.
Ale picked up 4, 2nd and 6 at the 5.
Some breathing room now.
Dudon coming right. Some room.
He's a speedster, though.
Yeah, Dudon can move.
He's a speedster. I want to see him break another one.
He's just a sophomore, too.
Okay.
Young man who came in well north of 200 yards on the ground. Davenport wants to talk it over. That's their first timeout. 3:04 remaining. And you know, Frank, we talked about this the last time we did a game together right here on KSAT's big game coverage. Piper, it was I've got Piper on the brain because I'm going to talk about them here momentarily, but we had Johnson and Roosevelt.
Yep.
And we talked about in our pregame show that night about how the new schools seem to be kind of the all the talk in Greater San Antonio. Davenport certainly fits that mold, but love to get your take here on just the new schools that have popped up and are really enjoying success. Like, what's the secret sauce in all of it? Because it's not only Davenport, it's Piper, it's Harlan, it's Sotomayor. These new schools are really getting off to get good starts, and gone are the days when you start a program on 1st and 10, short gain. Gone are the days when you start a season and you have to suffer through 1-9, 2-8, 0-10, 3-7, and then maybe you start to taste a little success. Those days are all gone. You got schools opening up, and within a couple of years, they're literally competing for state championships.
I think it's just so much talent here in San Antonio, in the little suburban surrounding towns, that the new schools, they just, once the zoning hits, I mean, they're dividing, a big school, let's just say, for instance, Clemens, Steele opens up all the talent, then goes to Steele, and then a lot of other, changes within as well, but it's just a thing like that. It's so big and there's so much talent here that, I mean, you could live right there and go to this school, live on this side and go to this school, that the talent is kind of evenly spread out, if I'm being honest. And that's what San Antonio is kind of lacking. I mean, and we have a lot of different regulations. You go to Dallas and Houston, a lot of those big schools, they have a lot of talent there because everybody goes to that one specific school. In San Antonio, it's kind of all deviated and spread up around that you really don't, get to see all the talent play together, which sucks, but then in essence, it's a good thing as well because it keeps the competition going.
Less super teams, if you will. You don't get the super team mindset.
No doubt.
3rd and 7 for Uvalde. There's a penalty marker.
A false start.
And it's interesting you bring up Steele because I feel like it's easy to forget now because they've been around for about 15 plus years now, but they were kind of like that too, right? They opened up, and within 3-4 years, they're playing for a state championship. They're winning a state championship.
Exactly.
With Malcolm Brown and Tommy Armstrong and that whole crew. But yeah, to your point, it seems and you trace it back right around that same time, maybe a couple years before that, is when the Reagans, the O'Connors, the Warrens opened. And as soon as they came on the scene, you saw that shift in population.
Exactly.
They started to be very competitive over in the north side ISD. So, yes, it's not only been here Comayla ISD. It's been, as you mentioned, all of Greater San Antonio when you include north side and then the Schertz, Cibolo, Universal City Independent School District as well.
No doubt.
Pickup of a couple on third down, so it brings up 4th and 6.
Sure we do.
As we near the end of the third quarter here for Uvalde, their punting team is coming on the field. They're at their own 26. Obviously, I have to mention Brennan in there in terms of that north side ISD.
Man, there's so many. I live all the way over there. I live right by Harlan. I mean, Harlan's a new school. Sotomayor is a new school. I'm like, what? We just build new high schools just like it's a commercial property. Like it's just nothing, not a big deal.
Huge Uvalde bounce on the punt. Across the 40. Jalen Morrow showing the wheels before he's forced out of bounds, just shy of midfield. And with 15 seconds to go, you better believe that Davenport offense is going to look for a shot here.
For sure they will.
Before the quarter comes to an end.
From their own 46-yard line.
Daniel Sokup, rushing touchdown. Since added pass to Mason Falcone and one to Dante Singletary for touchdowns. Here he is, speaking of Falcone on the receiving end.
They need to take him out the game. There's no need to risking it at this point.
Curious as to why the clock stopped.
I was going to ask the exact same question.
I think the scorekeeper thought he went out of bounds. Because of that, Davenport might get another play. They do.
Oh, watch out.
Sokup evades pressure. Fallon, screen, across the 35 penalty marker.
He called holding.
Depending on the penalty, would
Number
be the
9.
final play of the third quarter.
Yeah, he called holding.
Let's go for a first down. Whatever the flag on the play.
All right. So that's how the quarter comes to an end. Davenport continuing to pour it on. 42-12 on Uvalde. We're back after this. KSAT's big game coverage. Start of the fourth quarter. And we start so with a penalty. It's on Davenport, so they're going to have it at midfield. In a game they lead 42-12, well on their way to an 8-1 record, including 5-0 in District 14 4A of Division I. For the season, Uvalde outscored their opponents 342 to 160. Average that out, they win their games by an average score of 43-20. They're beating that pace, just under the offensive pace, and you figure they're not done scoring tonight. But 43-20, their average score. That includes the 42-7 loss to Piper. So 43-20, they're close to that now, but we anticipate, as mentioned, that they're not done putting the ball in the end zone. Sokup, Falcone makes a move into the open field. Mason Falcone across the 10. Touchdown on the first play of the fourth quarter. 50 yards. Second touchdown for Mason Falcone.
I love to see that, but I'm just curious of why we're still throwing the football here. Gotta just run the ball. There's no need to throw it. That was great. It was nice, though. I will say that.
Extra point for Mercer. Snap. Hold. Kick. Good. Well, it's happened several times, Frank, where on a first play from scrimmage of a series, the Davenport Wolves have struck. They do it again here to start the fourth quarter. Now a 37-point lead. And you start, this is the part now where you start looking at, okay, how close are they to their season high? Nowhere near close. October 4th, they scored 77 against Kennedy. San Antonio's Kennedy, yeah.
That's a lot.
Yeah. Their offensive output this season thus far, 32, 52, 7. The loss to Piper.
It's not a good thing to say, but I remember in high school we played against old Smithson Valley back in the day. Josh Atkins. I think our final score was like 67-66.
Yeah.
I mean, that's not good because that means we had no defense on both ends of the ball. It was just like a basketball game it looked like.
And of course, some symmetry to that because you and Josh ended up teaming together at UTSA.
Oh yeah, I got the best of them that game. And
yeah.
then next year they got the best of me. So we always talked about it though.
One of your backups in your tenure is the greatest quarterback in UTSA history. Kickoff handle. This time they're going to make sure that one doesn't bounce. Duran at the 10. Across the 20 near the 25-yard line. Talking about Frank's career at UTSA, the Roadrunners' all-time passing leader, two-time all first conference first team, obviously a two-time conference champ, winning those 2 Conference USA League titles with UTSA. And, of course, before he made his legend at UTSA, a Clemens Buffalo graduate 2017.
Man, I'm getting old.
Please.
No, seriously, man. You hear that. It goes by fast. It does go by fast. Now, I'm never playing football ever again.
At the 24 is where Uvalde starts. There's Duran coming around left. I was taking you through Davenport's scoring outputs to the season to this point, and we got through that they scored 32, 52, 7, 35, 49, 77, 35, 55. So they're coming off a week in which they put up 55. So
Yeah.
nearing the mid 100-point marker halfway through there. And we still got 11 minutes to play in the ball game. There's Martinez. And interesting now, it looks like whoever Uvalde lines up at quarterback on a certain play, it looks like now he's handing off as opposed to just direct snap and going. 3rd down and 12 at their own 22.
All right, let's go. We got to start airing the ball out a little bit here. I know somebody on the team, we got to be able to throw the ball, at least one of the receivers or something.
Well, aside from those back-to-back plays, Matt Blanco not on the field for these Uvalde Coyotes.
We missed.
And that's the jump ball, and it's picked.
He ran the wrong route. They went on the
Jalen Morrow coming sideline. Jalen Morrow's got the second pick 6 of the night for Davenport. They're over 50.
Misdirect. They were on the wrong page right there.
DeVere Willis to pass. Yet another young man who's kind of slid into that quarterback role for the Coyotes tonight. Third defensive touchdown of the evening for the Wolves. Ashton Mercer makes it 56-12. We're back after this right here on the KSAT BGC coverage. Davenport High School. Wolves continuing to put on a show. It was not that long ago that Uvalde closed to within 35-12 on an Abraham L. touchdown. Since then, and mind you, that was about midway through to late in the third quarter, the Wolves have reeled off 21 more points. That touchdown made it 35-12. It's 56-12, but we still got just shy of 10 minutes remaining in the ball game. Mercer kicks us off. Duran the return.
Ooh, we got a little hole.
He does. Nice lane across the 25. Spins his
Closed
way
them quick.
towards maybe the 28, 29.
25, Rocky Durant. Taking out 14, Nolan Brown. Uvalde ball first and 10 from their 27-yard line.
Coyotes have it. at their own 27. Quarterback is Abraham L. I should clarify that even this late in the game, as in the quarterback spot is Abraham L.
Yep.
You ever remember taking part in the game, Frank, where you were hurt or your backup was also hurt? A situation where your team basically had to go with a non-quarterback in there for basically the entire game?
I don't want to sound arrogant, but that's never.
No?
We never had that.
Yeah.
Luckily.
Because you always found a way to get out there.
until I couldn't. But we had, like I said, we had a receiver who played baseball, who was essentially the backup quarterback, who they put out there, who if we needed to throw the ball, he had a good enough arm where he could get it out there and throw the ball. So it wasn't to where it was a running back, to where we're limited in just running the football.
Jared Martinez to carry. Penalty is on Uvalde, Davenport, excuse me. So Uvalde able to move up further up the field. Now at their own 47-yard line. Clock continues to run, now nearing 8:50 and under it to go in the ball game. Malachi Castano and Castellano nearing midfield. Malachi joining, well, he did earlier with a snap. Rocky Duran, Abraham L., Jared Martinez, quarterback by position, Matt Blanco, and Devere Willis as players who've taken snaps from that QB position tonight. Here's Martinez. Again, positive yardage. Onto the Uvalde side of the field at the 46.
You'll get positive yards every time he touches the ball.
He's the type of player that it strikes me if, like, he's the type of guy, as it's time it's Duran coming left. Not much there, maybe a yard. It looks like they'll give him a yard. Bring up 3rd and 2. He's the kind of player that if you're, let's say you're a team that loves to air it out. When you get into, but so you don't run the ball a whole lot. But when you do get into those running spots, you want a guy like him.
No doubt. But doesn't he play defense too?
And he's listed as a defensive lineman.
That's the impressive part.
Yeah.
He just comes over here and says, you know what, I'll just do it on my free time and be good at it. On
4th down, they're going, and I don't.
Yeah, he got it.
You think he got it?
He's on the edge, yeah. 1st down. Uh-oh.
We have an injury on the field.
That's who got the 1st down.
Looks like to be Abraham L., who is down on the turf.
I can't see the number just yet.
Abraham L., I believe. I believe it's Abraham L., who's
Okay.
number 21.
Hate to see that.
You certainly do.
Quiet, please. There's an injury. Quiet, please.
Well, we certainly wish him the best. Let's step aside. You're watching KSAT's big game coverage right here from Davenport High School. We're back after this. So good news in that Abraham L., Uvalde's standout running back, who's taken the overwhelming majority of snaps at quarterback. He's making his way off the field on his own power. Now a noticeable limp as he's favoring, appears to be his right leg coming off, but very good news in that he's able to get off the field on his own power.
No doubt.
Picked up the 1st down on 4th and 2. Here's Martinez.
Uh-oh. There you go. There we go.
Jared on his feet across the 30. A
Big
first
man.
down on 1st and 10.
I'm telling you, Mr. Positive. Every time he touches the ball.
Talking about 22, Star Pena. First down, Coyotes.
Now, the Davenport defense has done a lot of different things, and then when their offense has had the ball, you know, it hasn't helped any in terms of Uvalde's problems. But if you're just kind of a casual fan watching this at home, you're like, that's one of those things where you're like, why doesn't Martinez get the ball every single time? You know, it's one of those type deals.
Man, he gets tired, man. You can't give it to him every single time. There we
Malachi
go.
Castano in the open field across
Scored
the
a ball.
10. And a touchdown for the Coyotes with 6:05 remaining, refusing to go quietly.
I like to see it, though. The competitiveness. There we go.
17, Malachi Castano. On the run for a Uvalde touchdown.
And Castano getting Uvalde's 3rd touchdown of the night, and so now they try to convert their first point after of the night. Their offense on the field, so they're going to go for 2. Stands to reason, down 56-18.
Let's go. Get the first
Dude on,
down. Kick it
coming
outside.
across.
Hey.
Can he get to the edge?
Oh!
He
That's
could
a great
not.
tackle. That was a great tackle. I thought he was going to get to the edge. Great tackle.
Hunter Avila not letting him get there. And with that special team stop, it's 56-18. Let's take a break. When we come back, what maybe the conclusion of tonight's KSAT's big game coverage. We don't know at the rate Davenport scores.
No
We'll
doubt.
find out. We'll find out after this commercial. The Uvalde, Coyotes about to kick it off. To Davenport, Devere Willis doing the honors in a game that Davenport leads 56-18. 6:05 remain. The Wolves closing in on 8-1. One of the upbacks on the kickoff team. Kelly Solidum
Oh, the
returning
new
the
quarterback
kick.
in the game.
And Daniel Sokup's night is done.
34, Kaylee Solidum. On the return for the Reds, taken by number 22, Trevor Waddell. Here's ball 1st and 10.
Daniel opened the night with a 35-yard touchdown run on the second play from scrimmage. After the Wolves got a defensive touchdown, went to Mason Falcone. Another pass to Falcone, and add a Dante Singletary touchdown in there as well for Daniel Sokup.
Solidum on the carry. Taken by 62, Ramirez. 45, Sanchez.
The new quarterback is Brayden Henderson. He's a sophomore. Interesting thing about Davenport is, per their depth chart, and I think in real life, like if they were in a competitive game, their backup quarterback is Barrett Fallon. The first pass attempt for Henderson is incomplete. But if you put Fallon in this situation, you're defeating the purpose of giving your starters rest.
Makes it 3rd and 7.
You know, so because of that, you see Brayden Henderson in the ball game. 3rd and 7 following the give on first and the incompletion on second. Shotgun.
Seniors, if you have equipment, please make sure that you
Handoff.
Did he throw I thought I saw a flag.
Shy of the 40.
Oh, there's a flag. I don't know what they called, though.
And there is a penalty.
Met by 34, Flores.
Kaylee Solidum, the young man who returned the kickoff. Penalties on Uvalde.
Playing against the Reds.
And with the penalty on Davenport, they're moving backward.
Uvalde declined the penalty. It'll now be 4th down, Davenport.
And this makes more sense. I was thinking that was third down. Why is that not being declined?
I was- yeah.
Uvalde did decline it.
I was thinking that, but I just maybe they had
Exactly.
different plans.
Exactly.
I'm not the coach.
Exactly. That happens quite often over the course of a broadcast is, as a commentator, you kind of keep certain things to yourself because you're thinking, okay, that's interesting.
For sure.
But you kind of bite your tongue because at the end of the day, there might be something you're missing or you're not seeing. There's a reason they're down there and we're not.
The roles that he's getting, they're insane. He must have like a tool in there in the ball to make it keep rolling or something.
Ashton Mercer is who Frank is speaking of, not only the kicker but the punter for these Davenport Wolves.
I like him. Pretty good.
Fantastic roll again for the Wolves, and so Uvalde's going to start at its own 13, 4:43 to go. And that's what separates Davenport from an 8th win this season and Uvalde, unfortunately, from a 6th straight loss after they started the year with 2 wins.
Running.
A new quarterback in is Duran actually got a handoff, and it wasn't just a direct snap. And again, I have to qualify when I say a new quarterback, a new player playing quarterback. Because in terms of quarterbacks listed, Uvalde really out of luck. They lost Jet Flores earlier in the year. They lost Matt Blanco. Well, from the get-go, he appeared injured in tonight's game.
Tough to see.
They're at the 24. The new young man playing quarterback is Isaac Munoz. He's number 32. Now, he's actually listed as a quarterback.
Okay.
He's a senior. Not on the depth chart as a quarterback, and so it threw me off a little bit, the fact that a player wearing number 32 is listed as a quarterback.
No doubt. I was thinking the same thing.
Duran, open space, sideline.
Come back.
Gets the corner, and then he comes back in.
Keep going.
Forced out of bounds,
There
but
we
not
go.
until he's across the 30,
There we
it
go.
appears, of Davenport.
I love to see it. They're not giving up.
On the carry, first down by 24, Raul Reyna. Plays good for a first down, Uvalde.
At the 34. You were asking earlier, Frank, when Davenport would perhaps start emptying the bench, some reserves getting some playing time now.
It's always the best when you get to have the guys that don't play as much get in the game, and as the person that plays all the time, you get to sit back and watch them and cheer them on as they do you all season. It always feels special to see those guys finally see them do what they've been preparing for, and you just cheer those guys on. I kind of flip roles. It's always special to go out there and do those things.
Isaac Munoz looking to make something happen to the left side after he took the snap, but that Davenport D converging on a hurry. Munoz now in shotgun, flanked by a pair of backs. Gives. It's Malachi, scored the touchdown just moments ago.
There we go.
And Castano
There we go.
crossed the 20 near the 15.
17 Castano, 33 quarterback on the tackle. Assisted by 15, Hunter Avila. First down, Coyotes.
Duran still in there, those legs still churning. On 1st and 10, he gets 6.
Talk about Packer Wolves. Led by 95,
We go under 2 minutes to go, 150 actually in the ball game. Uvalde looking to add on one more score. Cut it to 14-6 in the first quarter. That was our score after one. Since then, all Uvalde. All Davenport, I should say. Duran round the corner, gets past the 10, inside the 5.
He's inching in. He's about to score.
So a first and goal for Uvalde at the 2. Under a minute to go. That clock is running.
Touchdown.
And a touchdown for the Coyotes. Coming around right side, it's Rocky Duran.
35, Rocky Duran, 2 yards. Uvalde touchdown.
Let's go.
For the first time tonight, the Coyotes getting back-to-back touchdowns. Little late, but hey, gonna make the score look a little bit closer.
No doubt.
Of course, we do still have 45 seconds to go. Duran looking to get into the end zone on a 2-point conversion, does not. So the score remains 56-24, and with just 45 ticks left, we'll keep it right here. So what lies ahead for Uvalde after tonight? Well, they're going to host Pleasanton next weekend, and then they'll close the season by visiting San Antonio's Kennedy High School over at Veterans Memorial Stadium. They're basically on the campus of Kennedy. For Davenport, from here, they go to Canyon Lake, and that game should be a lot of fun.
Okay.
Next Friday, that a nice little rivalry that's been built because the Hawks have enjoyed some success over the last several years. And then that's it for Davenport. That's their season finale because they have that final weekend of the regular season, November 8th and 9th, they have it off. And so they're going to get a weekend off before what they hope is another long playoff run. Program that advanced to the state semifinals last year. Not shy about getting back to state, and those being the goals. That kick across the 45-yard line, it's Caden Scott. Returned the opening kickoff for Davenport, and now handles what you would assume would be the last kickoff.
No doubt.
Of tonight's ball game with 34 ticks left. And I have a very strong feeling, Mr. Frank Harris, that whether it's after their final regular season game or at some point in the playoffs, you're going to be hearing from a certain Daniel Sokup just seeking advice in terms of how to handle what he hopes is a long playoff run as a senior.
He knows if he needs it, I'll definitely help him out and try to see how I can be there for him. And not even just him, just whoever it is. I just love giving back to the community. So any kids out there that need the advice, I'm always reachable and would love to give that advice.
Braden Henderson handing to Tredarian Doherty. Davenport does not have to run another play.
No, but they will.
5 seconds, 4 seconds, there's a snap. Doherty again coming left. And that's how the ball game comes to an end. Davenport, a 56-24 winner over Uvalde. And Frank Harris, your final thoughts on tonight's ball game.
It was a great game. Davenport, I mean, they just score so quickly. It's tough for a Uvalde team to try to contain those guys on the Davenport end. Props to Uvalde, though. They didn't give up. They kept fighting to the very end, kept putting points up on the board. So hats off to those guys, and I'm excited to see if Davenport makes it a long way in the playoffs again this year.
They're set up for it. improving to 8-1 on the regular season and staying perfect in district play. District 14 4A. Not easy, but the Wolves making it look as such. So for the great Frank Harris and for the wonderful folks at Wick Productions, we say good night from right here at Davenport High School. You've been watching a KSAT big game coverage production. Uvalde, game effort, but they fall. Davenport 56-24. Good night.